Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is your girl Zanovia, and again, welcome to my channel. So guys, it has been very cold outside. It has been snowing in all the states, and I got up this morning thinking, you know what? I want to eat an apple turnover, but it's so cold outside that I'm not going out there this morning. So I have something for you guys so that you don't have to go outside. So I have leftover apples from, I'm going to say New Year's. That's how long these apples. I think the apples, they were kind of getting old. So I decided that I'm going to use some Granny Smith apples and some Golden Delicious apples, combine them together and make those wonderful, wonderful back in the 80s apple turnover. Okay, and of course, it's homemade. So don't expect it to be perfect, like really puffed up and everything like the ones that we used to eat when we were young. So guys, let's just get started. Let's start this new breakfast replacement, because I don't want eggs, I don't want bacon, I don't want anything like that. I want some old-fashioned, good old apple turnovers. So guys, come with me and, well, don't come with me, watch me make these apple turnovers this morning. Okay, all right guys, so let's get this thing started. We have 3 apples left over. This is a Granny Smith apple that will give you that tart taste. Yes, this is a more tart apple taste, which is excellent for apple pies and things of that sort. You know, any type of apple dish, you want that Granny Smith apple in there, okay? Now my other apple is a Golden Delicious, which gives you more of a sweeter taste. You can use those type of apples in, I don't know, maybe oatmeal, or, you know, I'm trying to think what else. Muffins, there you go, muffins. Okay guys, now look here. All right, so you know what they say, rotten from the core. We're not going to deal with that, so we're going to put that to the side because I don't want to see what's inside that core. Okay, so guys, let's continue. And remember, these apples are kind of old, so you know we got to make sure that we just getting the good part of the apple. Okay, let's finish. Okay, so now that we cut our apple away from the core, we want to cut the apples in thin slices. And the reason why we do this is because we don't want the apple slices bulking through the dough when we actually fry it. Okay guys, let's finish. Okay, now it's time to get our pot ready for frying, and I have vegetable oil here. You can use any type of pot. This is a medium-sized pot that I like to fry in, but you can, if you have a fryer, a deep fryer, you can use that, or you can just use a frying pan, whatever is comfortable for you. And I am using vegetable oil, but you can also substitute it for corn oil as well. Okay, so it's now time to prepare the apples. We're going to give it a nice wash with some warm water. Make sure that, you know, it's nice and clean. And then after we do that, we have to make sure that we get this water off of these apples. It's very important. So the next thing I'm going to do is just pat the apples dry with a paper towel. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now it's time to prepare our apples. So I have in a saucepan half a stick of butter, and this is unsalted butter, and I'm just going to add my apples in with this when it melt down, and then I'm going to add my ingredients. Okay, so this is my brown sugar. It's light brown sugar. I figured let me go ahead and saute the sugar in with the butter before I add my apples. Okay guys, so listen, you don't have to use light brown sugar. You could use dark brown sugar. I do not use white sugar, so I think this will be better if you cut down on the sugar because the apples are already sweet. Okay, so now let me just melt this together, and then I will be adding my apples. in goes the cinnamon. Okay, and measure to your liking. Next is the vanilla extract. And you can measure it any way you want to. And don't forget the lemon juice. Now this brings out the taste of your apples. And again, you can measure this any way you want to. Okay guys, so now that our apples are nice and sauteed and ready, I'm going to take 1/4 cup of cold water with some cornstarch, and I am going to combine it together, stir it up really nice, try to get that cornstarch dissolved. Next, I'm going to pour it in with my sauteed apples real slowly, because you don't want it clumping up. So you want to constantly stir. Now keep stirring until it thickens. Okay, and then after it thickens to your liking, then just let it sit. Okay. Okay guys, so now that we have sliced the apples up, we actually combined all our ingredients with the apples, and now we're going to transfer the apples into the bowl. We had to let it sit for a minute. I say about, I don't know, let's say about a good 15 minutes. So we're going to put our apples that has been seasoned with the cinnamon, butter, the lemon. We put it all together, and to make the solution thick, see, it's now settled, and we want it warm. We still want it warm, but we don't want it so warm that you can't work with it. Okay, so we're gonna put on our gloves, because now we're gonna really work. Okay. Okay, next is the egg roll wraps, and we're gonna use these to put our apple solution in so we can wrap it. Okay. The apple solution onto the wraps, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Because I am. All right, let's start off with the wrap. We're going to take at least, let's start off with a tablespoon of the apple filler. Okay, we don't want to put too much. We just want to put enough so that we can fold this over. Okay, so now we're going to take, some of the juice from the apple filler, and we're going to put it around the edges of the wrap. we're gonna use this like our sealant to close the wrap. Okay, so we're going to pinch this first around the edges. This is kind of easy, guys. Pinch it there. Okay, and then we're going to do our corners and fold the corners in. We're trying to keep everything sealed inside. Okay, so now I'm taking my fork and I'm pressing down on the dough, on the edges. Try not to puncture this at all, please. We'll have filler all over the place. Okay, that's the first one. So you may continue. I'm gonna take the smaller one and put it in one of these little, I don't know what they call this, but it's kind of like I don't know, you just use it for fried stuff like chicken and things like that, and sometimes people use it to scoop stuff out of oil, but you can get these at the dollar store. So what I'm going to do is take the first one, put it down in the oil, and then I'll lose it. And then we're going to get the other one. So I got 2. And we're going to put it down in oil. Now listen, it only take a minute. See how it's already cooking up? Because your apples are already cooked inside. We're just trying to get this outside brown. Okay? So, let's get another closer look. See what we're doing here. Okay. And it should be real easy to turn over. We're going to turn this one over. Let's see. Look at that one. Oh. Nice turned over. Okay, so we are finished, and this is what it looks like. Okay guys, so I know it looked kind of sunken in, but that is not the issue. The issue is that I had to wait for all of them to fry. So these were the first ones, and so they sat a little bit. So now I'm putting the sugar on top, and it's ready for me to taste it, because you know this was breakfast and I'm still trying to get to the point where I can actually eat. Okay guys, so let's try it. Well, look guys, I mean, it's not a lot of filler, but it's a lot of apples, and I am so happy because this looks good. Okay guys, so this is the end of this video, and as you can see, our apple turnover came out really well. Mm.